what you talking about. Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. The tight end Fant in motion. Right to the air goes Howell. Oh, the first play, and he is intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick six and an early touchdown. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd and 11. Howell. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
For an opener, Purdy to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete,
and he'll take it on in. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's his 3rd touchdown of the year. On is Moody to add the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there.
at their own 17-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now it's Howell. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Howell. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And a up and down, just shy of the 40. Number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Christian McCaffrey. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
That's quickly out to Smith. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll give to McCaffrey on the option. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Open man, left side. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target, and in this case, this guy, he does the rest.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the end zone. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Come on, set. Set, go.
Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet.
Number 26, Charbonnet.
He'll come up here on second down and 5.
Ready. Hot.
There's a toss to the left, and it's Charbonnet. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
22-yard line.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And this drive is over before it can start. It's swallowed up to force fourth down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther.
Seahawks, nothing.
Ready. Here we go.
A give for McCaffrey running right. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. It's good for a Niners first down. They'll motion over Samuel. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Well, you're not going to find a better back in the NFL than Christian McCaffrey. I mean, whether you're handing the ball, passing the ball, it doesn't matter. The ball in his hand is a good thing for any offense. And just went over 500 catches for his career last year. That's the most of any active running back in the league.
George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it'll bring up second down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Irv Smith. Touchdown, San Francisco. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Here we go, set. Hut, hut.
Throwing is Howell. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Noah Fant. Nice game here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's one running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch them off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
Lockett headed in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. One big play followed by another. This one good for 28.
Go! 6-yard line.
They'll run it on first down, Charbonnet. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Let's go. Go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
Come on, set. Ready.
To throw is Howell. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect.
And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Charvarius Ward. Moody now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the 49ers stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
First and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's Howell out of the pistol. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there. And that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And really the key to this play was just how fast he was able to get through his progressions. His mind was able to process and go from 1 to 2 to 3.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Ready?
The tight end Fant in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
That's caught by Tyler Lockett. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Seattle. They'll throw with Howell. That is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
3rd and 6.
Here we go, set.
Lockett headed in motion.
Ready?
On 3rd down, here's a run by Charbonnet. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Set. Ready, ready?
Back to throw. Howell. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of his defense.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a pickup of 12. First down, 49ers. Again, it's McCaffrey. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18.
Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 5. So we've reached halftime here in our Thursday Nighter to start the new NFL week, as we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach. Hi, Coach. Thank you. Two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. He'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Motioning him from the left side. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Purdy, making the read and keeping it. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
I've been in enough locker rooms in my day, Mike, and pretty much all of the messages are the same. We want to start the second half fast. We want to take the fight to our opponent. Well, snapping the ball inside your own 5-yard line after that sack, I promise you, was not part of the speech. And if they're not careful, they're on the verge of surrendering 2 points here. They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, you know, the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Niners 1st down. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Purdy going to keep this one himself. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc. And that's exactly what happened here.
He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side.
It seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is. And he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch. And even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Riggs,
They put the
Riggs.
tight end Brown in motion.
Ready.
On 1st down, they'll start with Charbonnet. A short gain up to the 20. The veteran Leonard Floyd, they're on the tackle.
Let's go now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
Check go.
Now they'll set up to throw. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this.
Ready. Timberwolf. Hot, hot.
Charbonnet the back, and he goes straight ahead. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
He'll take this forward for about 5.
Okay, ready. Set. Ready. Bison. Hut.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Lockett brings it in out wide.
Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Set up. Go.
Powell. And that is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter. Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for fourth down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Seattle.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards. Now it's Howell. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
They'll run with Charbonnet. That was some good downhill running to get him about 6 yards and set up a much more manageable third down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this third down a lot tougher. He'll drop to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll get into the end zone for the first time tonight. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, Seahawks. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They run once more with McCaffrey. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to third down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
So, a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. EASports.com. With that, we say good night from Seattle.
I said, okay, okay, loser. We go way, way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scooch her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just let the team like we ain't knew her. She just let the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser. I ain't on my lonesome. They want me to loan some. I made a fortune. They can't let that go none. I'm doing so much that costs a shoulder. I don't blow it all on a VVS boulder. I put the verse in the Achi. I put the girl in the top T. Rock on my hand, make the rock wanna flop to the stands, cause my eye always watching. I said, okay, okay, loser. We go way, way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scooch her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just let the team like we ain't knew her. She just let the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser. And I say loser, loser, loser. Why the always coming at the woodwork? Don't know why she mad, cause ain't nothing I did to her. She just out here plotting on my, I call her Stewart. She the lowest, she so down and out of sewer. Growed up, back your age, you immature. Maybe one day you gon' create some allure. Maybe one day you'll be great and go on tour. Like me, hey, okay, okay, loser. We go way, way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up at